What's going on, YouTube? I feel like I have a lot more to say in this one. So get ready to use your brain. If you have to process something that I'm saying, pause the video and rewind. Do what you need to. So, if I told you a lie about something you have no knowledge about, and then I have others to give supporting claims of said lie about said topic you have no knowledge on, 9 times out of 10, you'll believe it is the truth without even looking any further into it. It's human nature to follow the group, as it's the easiest way to operate. Why? Because you have no work to do other than take what's being fed to you and run with it. You'd especially believe what I'm telling you if I use what you do know against you to make you reach the conclusion that I intended. Even as it's objectively false, it's not true in your eyes, because it's the belief of everyone around you. This is how we get influenced. From an early age, you're deemed stupid or mentally slow by others if you don't take what's being fed to you at face value. Right? Here's where peer pressure comes into play. You want to be a part of the group, and the last thing any average person wants to be is looked down upon by others for being different or thinking different. So you ignore what makes sense to you in exchange for the self-validation from others. By nature, humans look for self-validation. So we'll do whatever we can to achieve it. It builds our ego, and it reinforces how others see us. It creates our quote-unquote identity. If you agree with everything I just said, then you can't be objectively smart or educated, right? These things are in the eyes of the beholder or beholders. This is how we fall into the hive mind and sheep mentality. Since we naturally want to follow a group, and the group is what deems one to be smart. If you want to be seen as smarter than your peers and to your peers, you might even study more about what you've been fed. You know, the lie. But not to disprove it, because then you'd be quote unquote stupid. But to further feed yourself support for said lie to make yourself more accepted or valid to others. Or you could love the lie and just the way it sounds, so you'll do whatever you can to protect it. In doing this, the people that do this eventually start to gain an ego in knowing more supporting claims for the lie than your peers. Like I said earlier, the average person will just blindly take what's fed to them to avoid being looked down upon or to even avoid discourse. They also won't take any extra steps that they don't have to be accepted by their peers. The ones that do gain an ego from doing so, these are the people that you can't tell anything without being wrong or corrected. In this chase for self-validity, we lose our true selves in exchange for what we want people to think of us, or how we want people to view us. Have you ever asked yourself why you don't believe what you used to 5, 10, 15 years ago? Your answer might be that you've been educated or that you're smarter now. But in the eyes of who? Remember to stay humble and search solely for the truth, as there is only one. The idea of multiple truths is a lie, and the purpose of that is to blind you from what is. There is only false perceptions of what the truth is, and that's it. Since the majority of humans have fallen into the chase of self-validation and honestly self-righteousness and wanting to be looked at a certain way by other people, most of us believe lies, and they come in all forms. And you know what's easiest to do to somebody that believes in a lie is to control them, because they've already believed in one lie. It's definitely not hard to get them to believe in lies that follow that, because they don't know what the truth is at that point. When you follow so many lies, you're led astray from what reality is. And like I said, when you're lied to, you're easier to control. Say if I had a girlfriend, right, and I was cheating on her, and I was lying to her, telling her that I was working overtime or staying at a friend's house late. If she can just believe either one of those, I can build on top of that, saying, me and my friend are working on a project, or my job needs me more for a project. I don't know, I was trying to come up with something, but yeah. You can build on top of a lie once it's already believed in, and I can use it to control and manipulate what your perception of the truth is. This is what's done to us. This is what's done to the population. The majority of it, at least. Things such as religion, politics, race, and morality are used against us. We're influenced to believe lies within these constructs that lead us to believing even more lies to get us so far away from the truth. This is why the world is so divided. It's done by design. And once you're so drawn away from reality, you become delusional. And your emotions start to get involved. You can't be emotionally sound and delusional. I guess you can. But going back to that example of me lying to my girlfriend that I'm doing something else other than cheating on her. If I have her so deep in that lie of me staying late at work or staying late at a friend's house, if somebody came up to her and was like, you know Devin is cheating on you, right? She'd have no other reaction than to become emotional or in denial of something she's been told for so long. Unless I've dug her so deep in this lie and have bashed it in her for so long that There's no other explanation for what's going on. And that's why they say the truth hurts. The truth is the truth. It stands as it is, whether what you think or what you feel about it. It just is. I'm probably gonna make a part 2 to this video. I feel like I've been talking for long enough, but yeah. Think about that. Have a blessed rest of your day. Stay safe. And I'll be back soon.